doing? What you doing, Zeph? Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido here in California. My dog is digging down between seats. I have no idea what she's doing. Just wanted to pop in real quick. Let's see, it's been a busy day today. I got to go down, I left to leave Zephy by herself in her crate. She actually did pretty well. She didn't whine when she gave a couple of little whines when I left, and but she had a story for me when I got home. She was not a happy camper about being left alone. She was just whining the entire time after I got home and let her out of her crate. But then she quickly settled back down again, and we went out for a walk. And we also got notification that the water's getting turned off tomorrow, so to make sure our water tanks were full, so we still have water that we could use within our RVs and everything. So it's getting turned off at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I took Zephy outside. We dumped the tanks. We dumped the grey and the black tank, filled up the water tank. So we're all good for tomorrow. So yeah, that will be perfect. But if you hear any thumping, it's her running up and down the RV. She's got hang on. See this? This is called a Himalayan salt stick. Gus loved these things. These are for extreme chewers. They're very hard. But she's been making some headway on this thing, and she absolutely loves it. And it's got a cheese flavor to it as well. This one's I got the packet around somewhere. I can't remember where I put the packet. But yeah, so I've given her that. She absolutely loves it. And so she got that treat today for doing so well while I was out. Took her for a walk this afternoon, so she had a great walk. We got over to where our friends are, and she recognizes their truck, and their truck was currently parked in their next door neighbor's parking site while they're waiting for the repair guy to come. And so of course she sees the truck and starts down there, and then realizes the vehicle behind it, and she looks at it, looks at the truck, and so to say, well, that's not the right truck. So then goes around the corner and then sees their fifth wheel there, and just pulls me down to their front door. So got to spend some time with friends this afternoon until the repair guy turned up. And so crazy dog. She just wanted to go see her friends. And then, but yeah, I did go to the Norwegian training today. It was awesome to catch up with the business development manager that we've been working with Norwegian Cruise Lines, hearing about all the new stuff that's coming out. There is a really, really cool deal on at the moment, and we are going to make the deal even better. So if you are part of the Crazy Deals travel group, keep an eye on that over the next few days, because there's going to be some amazing deals coming through for Norwegian Cruise Line. They call it freestyle dining, so you don't have set dining times. The dining rooms are open from 5:30 to 9:30. You go anytime during that time. You don't have to sit at the same table that you did the previous night. There's no, like the traditional cruises, there's the early dining, late dining. Norwegian did away with that completely. They don't have it at all. On their newer ships, Bliss, Joy, and Encore, there's 27 dining options, of which 16 are complimentary. So plenty of dining options if, depending on what type of food you want to eat and that sort of stuff. So, and lots of fun activities on board. So it was good to hear some of the new stuff, some of the stuff that they've had for a while, where they have now made changes to how certain things are done from our perspective as the travel professionals, to make our jobs easier for you guys. And hearing about hearing about some of the places that they are going to over the next year or over the next couple of years was just really cool as well. So it was a good couple of hours, and learned a lot, took pages and pages and pages of notes. And then came back, and I've been busy working this afternoon on my to-do list. Haven't decided what movie I'm going to watch tonight yet. I did watch The Greatest Game Ever Played last night. That came out in 2005. It is an awesome, awesome movie. It's one I have on DVD. I haven't seen it for a while, but it's about, hang on, I brought it up on an IMDb so I would get this correct. It's based on a true story. And it is it says here on IMDb, which is basically what it's about. In the 1930 US Open, 20-year-old Francis Ouimet played golf against his idol, 1900 US Open champion, Englishman Harry Varden. It is an amazing story. These two guys grew up in very different, well, almost kind of in the same environment. They didn't come from the best of places. And in those days, golf was very much a gentleman's game. You had to be a gentleman to play golf and all this sort of thing. And Harry Varden he's an amazing, I mean, just the stuff that's come out of him. He was the guy that designed the +4s and the first one to wear the +4s. He was the first athlete to have, to be sponsored by a sporting manufacturer. He got sponsored by Sporting and had the Varden Flyer, which was the golf ball. There's a lot of firsts that he did, and a lot of ways of playing golf which are still utilized today. And he had won 6 British Opens, and at the time the movie was filmed in 2005, that record was still standing, that he was the only one to have ever won that many British Opens at the time. I mean, amazing things. And then so he kind of came from poverty on the where was it, Isle of Jersey. And basically him and his family got turfed out of their place because these guys came in and were taking it over for a golf course. And then he overcome a lot of stuff to get to where he was and become one of the greatest golf players ever. And I don't follow golf a lot, but I love stories like this. I love these stories that are based on true stories, and you've got the underdogs and all that sort of stuff. And then you've got Francis Wamette, who his house was across the road from the golf club where this 1913 US Open was played, and hearing about his story and him growing up and how him and Varden got to meet in 1900 in this department store, because basically Harry Varden was on this tour of the US and promoting his golf ball, and he would spend 6 to 8 hours in a department store swinging his golf club and hitting a ball into a net as a demonstration on golf swings and that. And so he actually gave, that was the other one, he designed the interlocking grip for that golf players, some golf players still use today, the interlocking grip on the golf club. So just fascinating. The backgrounds of these two are similar in ways and very different, and how Francis Wamette became an amateur champion and all of this sort of stuff. It was just, I love stories like this. I like the ones that are based on true stories. And when you're watching it, and I was watching some of the making of it, and Bill Paxton, the actor Bill Paxton, was the director and producer behind the movie. And he said, the story is just wild. He said, you would not believe, people watch them, will probably watch this movie and go, oh, that didn't happen. He said, it happened. Some of the shots that were done, some of the plays that were made, they're just stuff that golfers dream about, shots being made and all that sort of stuff, but they actually happened. And, this is a story based on stuff that did happen. And so it's not some fantasy thing anywhere. And I love Eddie, who was the caddy. I loved him. I loved that character. He's just awesome. But, so if you want a good movie to watch, which has a great storyline about, keeping going and losing your dream, finding it again and going after it, watch The Greatest Game Ever Played. Even if you don't like golf, and I'm one of these people that like all sports, I will admit, since Brad passed, I have not watched very, very much of any sports at all. I did watch the Super Bowl game after he passed, because it was kind of like a thing that we used to do, so I figured I would do it, but I haven't watched any football since then. I basically haven't watched any sports since that Super Bowl of 2018. I have no idea, and I heard somewhere, I think it was yesterday, that the playoffs were on. I have no idea who's in the playoffs. I have no idea who's going to Super Bowl or anything like that last year or this year. So yeah, I haven't watched sports in a very long time, but I do enjoy my sports. But this was a really, really cool movie. So if you want a cool movie with a great storyline, great life lessons in there about never giving up on your dream, and going after it, even with obstacles that you face, this is a great movie for that. And the fact that this actually happened makes it even better, because it shows you it can be done. So anyway, that's it from me. I've got a dog who wants to go for yet another walk. But she likes her walks. She got a good amount of time outside today. She's She was actually walking around with the Himalayan stick sticking out of her mouth like a square cigar, but she had it caught between her canines. So when she flipped her head, this thing's going. I wish I caught it on video. It was so cute, just with her walking along with this thing sticking out of her mouth, and she'd move her head and it would go the opposite direction, and it was kind of, she was almost knocking herself out with it on the side of the face. But anyway, so that's it from me for tonight. What movie will I watch tonight? I don't know yet. I don't know if I will watch a movie tonight. I might just read. I don't know. Although I might work on some more deals, because I'm kind of excited about some of the deals that we're putting together for you guys. So keep an eye on Crazy Travel Deals. The deals are still coming out at 12:07 Pacific time each day. If you're not part of the group, come join us. Go apply to join and we'll let you in, or send me a private message and I'll add you to the group. And we're going to be adding extra deals this week from the cruise lines, because they're coming out with some amazing things. So the fact that we can combine some of this stuff. So we've got some exclusive deals and we can combine it with some of the specials, which is going to make it even better for you guys. So there's some great stuff coming. So keep an eye open, because you never know what's going to come out that you just might be interested in. Anyway, I'm out of here. I got to go walk a dog. She's whining. She's bugging me for like the 5th time already in this short little video. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Hei konera. Right.